To begin, we'll navigate to the Salesforce setup page to verify that the DRTE package has been successfully installed. Now, as the Salesforce administrator, I'll demonstrate how to create a document template. In DRTE, these are also known as rich text buttons. I'll create the template and its related sections one by one to build our master service agreement. Now for the fun part, making our document dynamic. This first section will automatically pull data from the Salesforce record we're on. You can see how we'll include the start date and the account's address so we don't have to enter them manually every single time. To pull data for this particular feature, we'll write a SOQL query with the relevant fields, pulling the data directly and filtering it based on the current record's ID. This approach is highly performant and secure. For the next section, we'll showcase a dynamic table that pulls the list of negotiated rates for each role directly from the data relative to contract record. To achieve this, we'll simply write a SOQL query to retrieve the data, and then define the table's structure and appearance using a configuration JSON and a separate styling JSON. In our final section, we bring it all together to finalize the agreement. We'll again create a dynamic section to retrieve and display the special terms defined on the current contract record, ensuring that any unique conditions are clearly laid out in the document. Finally, we'll define the signature placeholders. This is a crucial step for any legally binding document, and we've made it dynamic as well. For this master service agreement, we will pull in the client's name dynamically and create distinct placeholders for both the vendor and client signatures. This makes the document ready to be signed without any manual edits. The document is ready for use. As a sales rep, you can now dynamically generate the master service agreement on Salesforce Contract Object Record. Simply create a contract record assigned the client in Account Lookup field, and you will see the contract document automatically update on the fly with the changes. With our master service agreement contract document properly generated, the sales rep can now create an e-signature request for both the internal team and the client. To ensure a smooth and orderly process, the sales rep will make sure the client's signature request is sent only after the internal signatures are complete. This is done by designating the internal e-sign request as the parent, creating a simple but essential workflow for a legally binding document. After placing the e-signature requests, the sales rep's next step is to initiate the workflow. When the sales rep clicks the Send Signature Request button for the internal signer, an automated process begins. The internal signer immediately receives a secure, personalized email containing a link to the document. This link allows them to seamlessly and securely access and e-sign the document, initiating the chain of signatures. The signer opens the link and is presented with the document. They see clear input boxes prompting them to fill in the required information. To complete the process, the signer has the option to electronically sign the document. In this case, they choose to use the signature drawing feature, allowing them to use their mouse or a touchscreen to create their unique, authentic signature directly on the document. As soon as the first signer completes their part of the process, an automated notification is triggered. The sales rep receives an email confirming that the first signer's e-signature is complete. This real-time update allows the sales rep to monitor the workflow and ensures they are immediately aware of the contract's progress. Once the first signature is successfully completed, the sales rep can send the document to the client. This is done by a simple click of the Send Signature Document button in Salesforce. This action triggers the next step in the workflow, pushing the document forward to the client for their review and e-signature. The client, who is the second signer, receives a personalized email with a link to the e-signature tool. The email makes it simple and straightforward for them to access the document securely. Similar to the first signer, the client opens the secure link and is able to review the document. They will notice that the vendor's signature is already in place, providing a seamless experience. After a successful review, the client fills in their required information and proceeds to sign the document. However, instead of drawing their signature, they choose to use the Named Signing option, which generates a professional, typed signature based on their name. After the client successfully signs the document, The sales rep receives an email notifying them that the second signer has completed their part. The rep can then validate the final document by opening the Signed Document tab. By scrolling to the bottom, the rep can quickly confirm that both signatures have been recorded. To ensure the highest level of security and verification, the document also captures and displays the timestamp of each signature and the IP address associated with the transaction. And finally sends the signed document to both the parties by clicking Send Signed Document button. Both the internal signer and the client receive an email with the final, signed document attached. This completes the entire digital workflow, providing everyone with a secure, official copy of the agreement in their inbox. The process is now officially complete, from dynamic generation to final delivery.